Number 1. Heath was out in the Alaskan woods with a buddy, doing some metal detecting like he always does. Normally, he just finds old stuff, but this time was different. While crossing a muddy trail, his friend noticed something strange.
All right, so me and Joe are coming out this old road, and we have to cross this giant little mud bog. So he crosses, and I'm just about to cross, and he says, "Hey, I thought I saw some kind of footprint." So we started looking, and check this out, guys. This is freaking crazy. Look at this. Do you not see this? Oh, there's my hand. Look at the size of that footprint. You can see the toes. Wow. I think that's like a Bigfoot footprint, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't see any others. Probably stepped here. It looks like a right foot.
And then jumped something.
Over there and kept on going. Another one.
Yeah.
Bigfoot!
They looked closer and saw a huge footprint pressed into the ground. You could even make out the toes. It was way too big to be from a normal person. They joked around about Bigfoot, laughed it off, and kept moving. A while later, Heath went back to that same spot on his own. As the sun started going down, he suddenly heard a long howl echoing through the trees.
Me down to my last target. Looks like a little wooden, or what's that? Whoa, did you guys hear that? It sounded like something howling. Still hear it. Sweet little box. Boy, that freaked me out. Ugh. All right, so I'm working my way back. Whoa, did you hear that? Oh man, something just threw something in the water right beside me.
Then, not long after, something splashed into the water right beside him, like someone had thrown a rock. It happened more than once, and it freaked him out enough to head straight back to the road.
Oh, jeez. All right, guys, let's get out of here. I just threw something else in the water just now. All right, I'm finally getting close to the road. Whew, that scared the crap out of me.
He still doesn't know what it was. Could have been an animal, could have been something else. Considering the giant footprint he found before, maybe it really was Bigfoot. Hard to say for sure. What do you think? Number 2. This story comes from Endless RVing, a YouTube channel run by Izzy and MJ, who share tips and safety advice for people living the RV life. On the 28th of October 2024, they covered a chilling case out of Montana. A man named Dustin Keir, a contractor and father of 2, went camping alone northeast of Big Sky. At first, it looked like he had been killed by a bear, something not uncommon in that part of the state. But after an autopsy, investigators discovered the truth.
This is from ABC News. It's dated October 18, 2024. The headline is, "It wasn't a bear that attacked a camper found dead in his tent. Authorities say someone him."
The story takes place in Bozeman, Montana, and it involves a man named Dustin. I'm not sure how to say his last name, but I think it's Kearsum, Dustin Kearsum. He was found inside his tent at a very remote Montana campsite, and unfortunately he was found with horrific injuries to his skull and body, and it was initially reported that it was a possible bear mauling.
The reason why is because there had been previous grizzly bear attacks in the forest of southwest Montana, which this was located. However, investigators, after investigating further, found no evidence of any bears at the campsite. They're now investigating whether the death as a homicide after an autopsy revealed that he was killed by multiple chop wounds inflicted by an unknown weapon.
So at this point, at least when this article was written October 18th, no arrests had been made. Local authorities could not say if the posed a continuing public threat. So they don't know who or where this person is. Quote, but we do know that someone was out there who killed someone in a very heinous way.
Dustin hadn't been attacked by an animal. He'd been murdered, suffering multiple chop wounds from an unknown weapon. The case quickly turned from a suspected wildlife encounter into a homicide investigation. The problem is, Dustin had camped in a very remote area with almost no cell service and no cameras nearby. That makes it extremely hard for police to track down leads.
The victim, Kirsten, went camping northeast of Big Sky, Montana on October 10th with plans to meet a friend the next day. The friend found the body on Saturday. Another person identified only as an associate called 911 and reported as possible bear mauling, said Captain Nate Cameraman with the Gallatin County Sheriff's Office.
It is unknown when he died. So his campsite was in the Moose Creek area at the base of the Gallatin Mountains. And so it's not an established campground. This is the problem here, or one of the big problems with solving or finding out more information about this case. The remote location of the complicates the investigation. This is what the sheriff said. There's limited cell phone service in that area, meaning there's no record of calls that they can use. And you know very well, that's how I used to piece things together.
One of the big things, if there's kind of an unknown, you do a cell phone dump of the area, see whatever cell phones were in that area at a certain time. But if there's no call records, right, and if it's remote, there's not going to be much video or anything like that, it starts becoming really difficult.
So the victim's sister said on Friday that Kirsten had 2 children. This is so unfortunate. I guess he was not married. 2 children, and he worked as a self-employed contractor, building homes and learning other trades in this Gallatin Valley.
Authorities are now asking hunters or hikers who had trail cameras in the Moose Creek area to share any footage that might help. Dustin's sister described him as a hard-working tradesman and a devoted dad. He didn't have known enemies, which only deepens the mystery around his death. A fundraiser has since been set up to help support his children. Endless RVing shared the story as a reminder of how unpredictable and dangerous remote camping can be, not just because of wildlife, but because of people.
His website was established for donations to help his children.
She says Dustin had no known enemies, adding that the family was searching for answers. We don't know anything. So the sheriff's office asks anyone with a trail camera or game camera in the Moose Creek area to reach out to authorities. Trail cams, game cams, people, hunters will put that up, just kind of see the pattern of whatever they're hunting. Also, when the season comes, they know where the game is. So that may be a chance of cameras being out there, but they won't really know that. Only the people that are putting them out would know, so they're asking for help.
Right. Now, why do we do these videos? People say they're negative, and very much so they are. But they're very important to, again, make people stay vigilant when you're out there, especially in remote areas. We talk about this all the time, about keeping yourself safe. And just even at a campground like this, that we're at, a private, busy campground, but even more so when you're in these remote places.
So as the sheriff said, if you are out in the woods, I need you to be paying attention. You need to remain vigilant. That should be something you're doing all the time. And again, we're going to continue doing these videos because every time we do these videos, multiple people in the comments thank us. You say we slacked off, we need to pay attention more. It doesn't matter where you're at, guys. We say this every single time. And you can take whatever you want from it and leave whatever you don't. Yeah.
When you're deep in the wilderness, far from help, staying alert and prepared can make all the difference. Number 3, this channel is all about real road life, unpolished, unpredictable, and full of wild moments. On this trip, Tim and his girlfriend, Eden, set out through the Sierra Mountains, winding along steep passes and scenic roads before reaching their campsite tucked deep in the forest.
Drive, like really awesome. Pretty crazy drive. Really cool up here though. Eden's still cruising right behind me there, not too much further. She's doing pretty awesome with that trailer. Probably like one of the best trailer backers I've ever met. Pretty awesome, just got it down. All right, y'all, just about there.
I'm like, man, I wish we had rollerblades.
Rollerblades. We're almost there, Sugar Pine State Park. Hey, you're listening. You're looking pretty good right now. You might just straight up fit. You just come straight back in my driver door. I'm always filming you cooking and not doing stuff like this. That's right, guys. She knew what to do long before me.
I'm just gonna forget out of convenience so you can do it all.
Oh yeah, all right. I think it's gonna work. So we're detaching the Jeep and then she can squeeze right in here and then we're all gonna be...
It looked like the perfect spot, but the real story started after dark.
I feel bad for that guy.
I know. That does sound bad. We're next. Anyway, I'm gonna finish making the bed. That was nuts. Okay, anyway. I said I was going to bed. I turned you guys off for the night, started making the bed, then I heard a guy literally screaming. I'm gonna film you film the bears. This is so good. We're both there with our cameras. People are just, there's pots and pans going off around the campground and
We're just like,
yeah.
we're
Yep, I like these bears. These bears are fun.
Yeah, these bears are a lot less threatening.
I'm actually excited to see them.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're gonna die.
No. Gun? Someone shot a gun in the campground?
Shot a gun in the campground.
Are you serious? That's insane. There's people everywhere.
I don't really think you're supposed to shoot.
No, you're definitely not supposed to shoot a gun in the campground.
I think you're supposed to go inside and let the bear do whatever the bear's doing.
That's a little bit overkill. There's literally people camped everywhere in every direction. Nothing's around here.
I don't think we're gonna hear anything else. They shot a gun. I feel like that's the conclusion.
A gun? All right, there we go. Bed's all made up. Ready. Catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. We survived the night and coffee going. That was insane. Everything seems pretty quiet this morning.
That night, the campground came alive with noise pots banging, people shouting, dogs barking. A bear had wandered in, and while most campers tried to scare it off, someone actually fired a gun. In the middle of a packed public campground, the sound of a gunshot shattered any sense of safety. Tim and Eden stayed inside, shaken but unharmed.
But Eden walked outside this morning, and you guys have to watch your video to see it, but the bear tried to get in her camper last night while we were camped right here beside it. There's its paws all over the side of the camper. Little nose smudge.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Right there in the window.
This one's a nice little,
Oh yeah, let's see.
that's a good one.
Right there, but it ripped the base of the trim right there, completely off of the door.
Yeah, you got a little tooth print here.
Yep, little
Three.
tooth mark right there. Walked out this morning, that was like wide open, ripped off.
Yeah, I walked over and it was just like hanging out here and I
Yep.
was like, bear.
Then it came in this side too. Yeah, she's got paws in her Jeep. Yeah, look at that. Here you go. There's bear paws there.
The next morning, they found proof that the bear had come even closer than they thought. Eden's camper had fresh paw prints, claw marks, even bite damage. Her Jeep wasn't spared either. Despite that, they decided to stay, hoping the danger had passed.
Bear.
It's like this symphony of colors. Oh my god.
I gotta hang out with him when he comes over.
This is so crazy.
Is it eating his leg? Like what could possibly be going on?
I really want to know if they're like in campers or if they're in tents. If they're in tents, I feel like this is a much more reasonable response than, not that it's reasonable, but I feel like it's...
I'm gonna get the stereo ready. We'll play some music for him. We're gonna try a different solution. We're gonna play some sweet tunes for the bear, and if he eats us, it'll be a good story for someone else to tell. All right, here we go.
He's got to be checking out their camp.
Oh yeah, the bear was like on the far left side, and then we just heard him from the far right side.
I think there's two bears.
There's two bears? Oh, that's
I
good.
think there's two bears.
There's a car.
They're like, we're leaving. Not staying.
Yeah, we're over this. No showers, there's bears everywhere. I picked him out a really nice song here though, so you love this. Been sitting out here like an hour and a half. Just wandered up, didn't quite come all the way.
Yeah, he was crunching over there.
Really sucks because I had like some really good circus music for him, ready to go, and the speaker's ready to go, and we're just gonna show him a really good time. You were gonna jump rope. It's gonna juggle. Going off out here, you guys hear that? Move back.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Could you guys sleep? They're sneaky. They're quiet.
That one, that wasn't far, like really.
He's right behind us. What in the godly is going on?
But as night fell again, the bears came back, this time with cubs. The campground turned chaotic once more. Car alarms blared, tasers cracked, and people kept banging pots in a desperate attempt to drive the animals away. Yet the bears seemed unfazed, moving calmly through the site like it wasn't their first visit. For Tim and Eden, it was equal parts terrifying and surreal, a reminder of just how close wilderness and human life can collide. Encounters with wildlife aren't unusual in campgrounds, but the response that night, from firing guns to using tasers, raised serious questions about safety and preparedness. And the bears' comfort around people showed a bigger problem: animals getting too used to human spaces. It leaves you wondering, what if Tim and Eden hadn't been in a camper that night? Number 4, on the 16th of June, 2023, a YouTuber known as The Experiment Television, famous for wild and risky science challenges, decided to take things to a whole new level. Instead of a lab stunt, this time he and his friends set out to camp in the middle of a tropical cyclone sweeping across Gujarat. Warnings had already gone out telling people to stay indoors.
गुजरात में रेड अलर्ट जारी किया गया है, यानी कि गुजरात के लोगों को घर से बाहर ना निकलने की चेतावनी दी गई है। ओ भाई, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक बहुत ही भयानक तूफान आया है और ये इतना खतरनाक तूफान है कि लोगों को उड़ाकर ले जा सकता है, तो कोई घर से बाहर नहीं निकल रहा है। बट गाइस, हम ऐसे भयानक तूफान में कैंपिंग करने वाले हैं और इसकी हवा कितनी तेज है मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ। मेरे हाथ में एक छतरी है, हट जाओ यहाँ से। अब गाइस, जैसे ही मैं इसको ऑपोजिट साइड में करूंगा, देख लेना, देख लो कितना ज्यादा यहाँ पर हवा चल रही है। ओ भाई, इम्पॉसिबल हो जाएगा। गाइस, टेंट को छोड़ने वाले हैं। रेडी, 1 2 एंड 3 छोड़ दे ओ गया गाइस ओ पकड़ लिया उन्होंने पकड़ लिया भाई उड़ गए हो गए 2 बंदे उड़ गए गाइस ये नहीं करना था टेंट हमारा टूट चुका है लो अंदर गाइस बारिश होने लगी है टेंट टूट चुका है हमारा ये एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं करना था.
But they pressed ahead. As soon as they reached the campsite, the winds hit hard. Umbrellas flipped inside out, gear flew across the ground, and before long their tent was ripped apart. The rain came down in sheets, the ground flooded, and the group struggled to keep their balance as the storm only grew worse.
तगड़ी वाली बारिश हो रही है गाइस हालात बच्चे बच्चे रो रहे हैं लगता है हम लोग उड़ जाएंगे पता नहीं बच पाएंगे या फिर नहीं इस माहौल में हैं उड़ जाएगा गाइस सीरियसली अभी हमारे पास अपनी गाड़ी भी नहीं है और यहाँ से अगर निकले तो भाई साहब वहाँ देखो क्या बारिश हो रही है भाई गाइस भयानक माहौल है और इसमें सर्वाइव कर पाना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल है गाइस अभी हवा जो वो काफी ज्यादा बढ़ चुकी है आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो रही है ओह भाई अभी पीक पर है गाइस इतनी ज्यादा हवा जो नहीं आ रही है अभी तक जाग रहे रात को और भी खतरनाक हो सकता है तो खतरनाक हो सकता है हवाएं और भी बढ़ रही है कोशिश करेंगे इससे बाहर निकल जाए ध्यान से निकल जाओ फटाफट चलो चलो.
With no car nearby and nowhere safe to run, they tried to huddle together, but the cyclone wasn't letting up. Thunder cracked overhead, visibility dropped to almost nothing, and panic started to set in. Realizing the danger, they finally packed what little they could and evacuated. Everyone made it out alive, but the shaken expression said it all. For some, this might look like reckless behavior. For others, it's a raw look at just how unforgiving nature can be. But it leaves an important question hanging. How far should creators push themselves for views? In storms this powerful, survival can come down to seconds. And out there, you don't always get a second chance. Number 5. In 2024, deputies were tracking down a car involved in a high-speed chase. The driver had managed to slip away, but their search eventually led them deep into a forest road. That's where they spotted the vehicle, sitting silent in the trees.
If anybody's in the vehicle, show yourself now! Sheriff's office! I can hear kids crying. Sheriff's office! Watch down. I got up. Yep. Little one. Little one. Front of the car. One kid on the bottom. Can't believe this. Hi, little guys. This is freaking horrible. You know, we're gonna get DHS here. We want medical too.
Sweetie.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi. How are you? You have such pretty blue eyes. Hi there.
We're out with the children.
Hi there.
Can we get a full DHS? Need to respond immediately. Yeah, medical killed one to the bottom of
A sweetheart.
where the gate's at for the children just to check on them.
Yeah, are you okay? Just keep okay, baby. Just make sure he's not hiding up there. I know. You all right, baby? Take care. See if we can secure. I don't like this, dude. I can get cop up here for let's secure them in our cars.
The officers called out for the driver to step out, yet no one answered. What came next was far more unsettling. From inside the car, the faint sound of children crying broke the silence. As the deputies approached, they realized the vehicle wasn't empty. 2 small kids were inside, left alone, confused and vulnerable. Body cam footage captured the officers comforting them, pulling them out safely, and radioing for medical and child services to respond immediately. It turned out the chase had started after a domestic disturbance, when a man fled the scene with the children in tow. He then abandoned them for nearly 2 hours before deputies found them.
Go all the way to the top of Wagon Trail. You'll come to a gate that's now open. Follow that up. You'll come to a house.
A search of the car revealed suspected fentanyl and methamphetamine alongside the kids. The suspect was later arrested and hit with a long list of charges: robbery, assault, drug possession, reckless endangerment, child neglect, and more. Thankfully, the children were rescued before the situation turned into something worse. The suspect's future is now sealed behind bars. Number 6. A YouTuber named Kalong from the channel Kong Official often heads out on solo camping trips in remote areas. But on this outing, things didn't go the way he expected. He rode his motorcycle as far as the trail would allow, then hiked deep into the forest on foot. By the time he set up camp, he was worn out but excited to film. That excitement didn't last long. As night fell, he began hearing sounds that shouldn't have been there.
Oke teman-teman, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam untuk teman-teman semuanya di rumah. Apa kabar ya teman ya? Semoga teman-teman semuanya di rumah selalu diberikan kesehatan, kelancaran rezekinya dan panjang umur. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Baik teman-teman, jadi pada kesempatan malam hari ini, alhamdulillah saya sudah sampai di lokasi ya teman ya. Perjalanannya tidak benar-benar sangat-sangat melelahkan, sangat-sangat jauh sekali ya. Dan motor saya taruh sebelah sana guys, jauh banget di ujung jalan ya. Karena juga lokasinya juga belusuk guys, gak mungkin motor sampai kesini ya teman ya, karena emang jalannya emang sulit ya. Maka saya putuskan untuk masuk ke dalam hutannya sini untuk jalan kaki ya teman ya. Nah jadi untuk teman-teman di rumah, saya mau mengucapkan banyak terima kasih kepada kalian semuanya yang sudah selalu support terus.
First it was the sharp rhythm of wood being chopped, even though no one else was anywhere near him. Then came the sound of crying, mixed with laughter, sometimes both at once.
Tiba-tiba tuh saya kayak mendengar suara malam-malam tuh kayak nebangin pohon dan terdengar suara tangisan juga guys. Apakah saya dengar ya? Terdengar jelas suara merintih. Apa ya? Woi. Siapa lu? Aneh banget man. Ini benar-benar aneh ya. Padahal saya juga belum menceritakan histori guys. Tapi dari tadi saya mendengar suara tangisan dan suara-suara aneh lainnya ya temen ya. Tuh dengar, kayak ada yang nangis, kayak ada yang ketawa loh nih. Siapa ya? Woi.
He called into the trees but got nothing back, except more voices. They seemed to circle him, always close, but never close enough to see. Locals had warned him about this place, saying it was cursed.
Saya dapat kabar ya, sekitar 1 minggu yang lalu, bahwasanya ada seseorang ya yang profesinya itu adalah tukang beres ya guys ya, tukang beres ya. Ambil getah untuk buat bikin gula Jawa guys, tau gula Jawa nggak ya? Nah jadi tuh naik pohon kelapa. Nah ini pohonnya tuh di belakang siapa sih tuh guys tuh ya, nah situ tuh ada pohon kelapa ini. Nah jadi tuh naik ke atas pohon kelapa sekitar jam 4 sore ya, karena emang profesinya sebagai tukang beres dan dia ngecek atau ngambil getahnya itu untuk bikin gula ya guys ya. Bahwasanya dia sempat jatuh dan kepalanya dulu guys, dan lehernya itu sampai ketancap pohon teman. Dan ini sampai ketancap pohon, dan itu juga ini lehernya itu sampai patah guys ya.
Years ago, a man collecting coconut sap fell from a palm tree and was gruesomely impaled on the branches. Ever since, people claim to see strange apparitions. One landowner even abandoned his property after encountering what he swore was a headless figure walking the grounds. That night, Kalong smelled something rotten in the air. His fear shifted from nerves to survival. Then it happened, something unseen grabbed him, tugging hard at his body. He panicked, pleading out loud into the darkness, but whatever it was didn't show itself. Even after the encounter, he didn't leave.
Nggak tahu itu suara apa, tapi yang jelas astagfirullahaladzim, bau wangi, ini rejungan. Jancok. Siapa ya? Ada yang nyari saya guys, ada yang narik saya barusan. Aduh, sinten nggih?
He returned to camp, cooked a small meal, and tried to steady his nerves, but the laughter only grew louder, closer, as if mocking him. What started as another travel vlog had turned into one of his most terrifying nights, caught fully on camera. Number 7. This next encounter comes from the YouTube channel Big Toe Time, which focuses on cryptid encounters, especially Bigfoot. The creator often shares real stories, raw audio, and investigations from the wilderness. But one recording from the 14th of August, 2012, stands out as one of the clearest and longest captures of supposed Bigfoot screams ever documented. While camping deep in the Sierras near Clipper Mills, California, the group suddenly began hearing chilling, drawn-out howls echoing through the night.
Juno, what did you hear? What was that?
It's crazy.
Not a bear.
Yeah. That's no dog.
It's a bear.
I think it's a bear. I don't think so. They don't call that much. It's two of them. What the f is that?
At first, they tried to explain it away a bear, maybe even a dog, but the sounds didn't fit. The calls were too powerful, too sustained, and unlike anything they had ever heard in the wild. Even their dog, usually calm, grew restless, barking and growling at the unseen source. For nearly 20 minutes, the forest erupted with unidentifiable cries, low moans, building into sharp, bone-rattling screams that carried across the trees.
Sounds closer to me. The final outburst was so intense it left the recorder visibly shaken.
Whatever was out there, it wasn't acting like any known animal. Whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, the raw unease in their voices and in their dog's reaction makes this recording hard to dismiss.
Shut up. Can't stay. Please stop.
Number 8. Paranormal investigator Jake Ghost Hunter and his team ventured into an abandoned school long rumored to be haunted. From the very start, strange things began to unfold. One of the investigators felt something cold brush against his leg.
Hello?
This is a REM pod. There's an electromagnetic force field around this antenna, and if something breaks that force field, then we know there is a spirit nearby. And now,
Dude, somebody just touched my leg.
Their REM pod lit up on its own, signaling that something unseen had broken its electromagnetic field. As they continued deeper inside, the energy only grew heavier.
Hallway. The REM pod just went nuts, so now it's time to see exactly what is up here with us right now. Can you go like that, bro? Again?
yeah, let me take my bag off.
3, 2, 1. Dude, it's a different vibe.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So guys, look at Noah's camera. That is what we're seeing right now. Can you touch that REM pod again, that red light?
Touch one of our pieces of equipment.
Oh. Dude. Bro, what the hell was
I
that?
saw a ball of light right in front of me.
No way.
Yeah, it was like, it looked like a freaking like a plasma.
Dude, what was that bang?
I don't know, that was loud.
Dude. 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 Do that again, please. Dude, the red point went crazy, and now it's dead.
It's gone.
We're here to communicate. Your building's gonna be torn down. If you don't want it to be torn down, can you make yourself be known?
I just heard a kid go,
Hey. Yeah, it was like, oh my God.
On the third floor, multiple devices went off at once, and faint voices echoed through the halls. At one point, a child's voice clearly whispered, "Hey," right as the equipment spiked. Almost immediately, their cameras, spirit boxes, and even the GoPro died at the same time, as though something was draining the batteries.
I just heard a kid go, hey.
Yeah, it was like, oh my
God. I just heard a kid go, hey.
Yeah, it was like, oh my
God.
PX has died too, dude.
Are you serious?
Dude, everything is dead. Dude, the GoPro died, the PX died, and the music box kind of died all at the same time, bro.
And that just surged.
And that surge, like there's weird energy going. It's very lonely here. Who's draining our batteries? Push ourselves this last little bit. So we don't want to explore alone, but we might have to do some activity here, bro.
Yep.
But I will say, that's one of the craziest REM pod activities I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And look, it's dead. It's not like it's going off. It just, an energy surge. We were hearing voices, hearing things, and then once it stops, there's nothing.
No.
Give her walkie on you?
Yep.
Please be ready to run. Leave night vision, remember, no light in here. Dude, I don't want to do this, bro. Just sit right in here. No, I don't want to do this, dude. See you, bro. See you, bro. Alright, guys.
The most unsettling moment came when one investigator locked himself in a solitary sin box, a small punishment room once used for students. In the pitch dark, crashes and footsteps surrounded him.
Confirmation twice that
there is a bad or negative entity here.
Whoa!
Dude.
Yeah, I have a camera. Omen! Is it a demon that's at the school? Or is it a principal? Who is it?
Well, I think it's just basically good.
Okay.
Just keep an eye. I'm going this way, so you kind of keep an eye out. I don't feel good down there.
Alright, good luck, bro.
Who's down here? Dude. Don't want to do this, bro.
I don't either.
It does not feel good down here. Everything in my body is telling me not to go in here. This basement just feels absolutely horrible. Who's down here? Penis still not said anything. Speak through this box!
The red pod's going off, dude. Are you freaking serious? This might be the most insane investigation ever.
Throw something! Where's the evil entity at?
Homicide again, dude.
Were you murdered?
Oh my god.
While his partner heard movement in the hallway outside, fear set in, but they pushed on to the basement where the atmosphere shifted violently. Their PX device began repeating one word over and over: homicide. By the end of the night, the team reported footsteps, shadows, drained equipment, and voices caught on tape.
There's something in there. Are you serious? For real? Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
What? Let me just... For real. So right there on the second floor? Yes.
Even the local police who responded claimed to see a figure moving inside. For Jake and his crew, this wasn't just another ghost hunt. This was one of their most intense and disturbing investigations yet.
What? Let me just... For real. So right there on the second floor? Yes. We were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that, what would that be? The east wall?
Number 9. While a woman was live streaming her walk, a man in a black hood and face mask began following her. He consistently stayed in the background of her shot, always remaining visible no matter how far she moved. His persistent, silent presence became increasingly unsettling as the stream went on. The streamer grew visibly disturbed, noting for her audience that the man's concealed face and complete silence were what made the situation so frightening.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna like wait. It's more fun scary because he's like, you cannot see his face at all. He doesn't even talk to you. He just like follows. Look, it's scary. Did he hide in the bush? Did he hide in the bush? I will confront him when I arrive one of the places where there are more people, if it's still following. Because right now it's just me and him. I don't want to confront the person when it's just one person's one.
She speculated that he was hiding and waiting for her, Realizing the danger of being alone with him, she made a clear decision not to confront him until she could get to a more populated area. This unnerving situation continued for hours, until she finally spotted a police car and was able to explain what was happening. After the officers intervened and confronted the man, the streamer later updated her viewers with a final, confusing detail. He wasn't a random stranger, but his true identity and intentions were never made clear.